Cowboys Nation, we've got explosive trade rumors that could reshape our defense, plus the inside scoop on a potential game-changing addition to our backfield. Are the Cowboys about to land Haason Reddick or Dexter Lawrence? And is Dalvin Cook really on his way to Dallas? Stay tuned, because the next few minutes could change everything you thought you knew about our 2024 season. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We've got some juicy trade rumors to dive into, plus updates on key players that could shake up our season. So, grab your favorite Cowboys gear, settle in, and let's get right into it. First up on the docket, we've got some intriguing trade rumors swirling around two defensive powerhouses, Haason Reddick and Dexter Lawrence. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could the Cowboys really land either of these game changers? Let's break it down. Let's start with Haason Reddick. The Philadelphia Eagles' edge rusher has been making waves, and for good reason. Last season, Reddick racked up an impressive 16 sacks, proving he's a force to be reckoned with on the field. The Cowboys' defense, while solid, could always use another pass-rushing threat, and Reddick could be that missing piece. Sources close to the Eagles' camp suggest that there might be some tension brewing between Reddick and the front office regarding his contract situation. This could potentially open the door for a trade, and you better believe the Cowboys are paying attention. Imagine Reddick lining up opposite DeMarcus Lawrence. That's the stuff of nightmares for opposing quarterbacks. But here's where it gets interesting. The Eagles aren't likely to let go of Reddick easily, especially to a division rival like the Cowboys. We'd be looking at a hefty price tag, possibly including high draft picks, and maybe even a player swap. Is it worth it? That's the million-dollar question. Now, let's shift gears to Dexter Lawrence. The New York Giants defensive tackle is a mountain of a man, standing at 6'4" and weighing in at 342 pounds. Lawrence has been a cornerstone of the Giants' defense, consistently disrupting plays and stuffing the run. His ability to collapse the pocket from the interior would be a massive boost to our defensive line. The rumor mill suggests that the Giants might be open to trading Lawrence if the price is right. With the Cowboys always looking to bolster their run defense, this could be a match made in football heaven. Lawrence's presence in the middle could free up our edge rushers and linebackers to make more plays. But again, we're talking about an in-division trade, which is always tricky. The Giants would likely demand a king's ransom for Lawrence, knowing full well how much he could improve our defense. We're possibly looking at multiple high draft picks and maybe even a young talent from our roster. So, Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. Would you be willing to pay the price for either Reddick or Lawrence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading through them after the video. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the cook in the kitchen? That's right, we've got updates on Dalvin Cook, and things are getting spicy. For those who might have been living under a rock, Dalvin Cook, the former Minnesota Vikings star running back, has been a free agent since his release earlier this year. The Cowboys have been linked to Cook in various reports, and the speculation has been off the charts. Here's what we know. Cook has been in talks with several teams, including the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. But recent whispers suggest that the Cowboys have entered the chat, and things are heating up. The question on everyone's mind is, will Dalvin Cook be suiting up in the silver and blue this season? Sources close to the Cowboys front office indicate that there's genuine interest in bringing Cook on board. And why wouldn't there be? We're talking about a four-time Pro Bowler who's rushed for over 1,000 yards in each of the last 4 seasons. Adding Cook to our backfield alongside Tony Pollard could give us one of the most dynamic rushing duos in the league. But here's where it gets complicated. Cook isn't just looking for any contract. He wants a deal that reflects his Pro Bowl pedigree. The Cowboys, known for their shrewd cap management, will have to get creative to make the numbers work. It's a delicate balance between adding top-tier talent and maintaining financial flexibility for the future. There's also the question of how Cook would fit into our offensive scheme. We've seen Kellen Moore's offense evolve over the past few seasons, and adding a versatile back like Cook could open up new possibilities. Imagine the screen passes, the option plays, the mismatches we could create with Cook and Pollard on the field together. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Some analysts have raised concerns about Cook's mileage. He's carried a heavy workload over the past few years, and there's always the risk of diminishing returns with running backs as they age. The Cowboys will need to weigh the potential short-term boost against any long-term risks. Now, I've got some insider info for you. A source who wishes to remain anonymous has hinted that Cook might be in Dallas for a visit this week. Nothing's confirmed yet, but where there's smoke, there's often fire. Keep your eyes peeled on social media. If you see any photos of Cook at the Star, you'll know things are getting serious. So, Cowboys Nation, what's your take on Dalvin Cook? Would he be the missing piece to our offensive puzzle, or should we stick with our current roster? Let me know in the comments. I'm always excited to hear your thoughts. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick Q and a session. I've been getting tons of questions from you all, and I want to address some of the most common ones. First up, many of you have been asking about Dak Prescott's contract situation. As of now, there's no new development on that front. The Cowboys seem content with Dak's current deal, but don't be surprised if talks heat up as we get closer to the season. Prescott's performance this year could be crucial in determining his long-term future with the team. Next, I've seen a lot of questions about our offensive line. Yes, folks, Tyron Smith is healthy and looking great in early workouts. The coaching staff is optimistic about his ability to anchor our line this season. As for rookie Tyler Smith, he's been impressing in Otis. It looks like he might start the season at left guard, but don't rule out a future move to tackle. Many of you have also asked about our receiving corps. While we didn't make any splashy signings, the coaching staff is high on our young talent. Keep an eye on Jalen Tolbert. Word from camp is that he's made significant strides and could be poised for a breakout year. Lastly, a lot of you are curious about our defensive backfield. Trayvon Diggs is looking to build on his impressive interception tally from last season, and the addition of Stephon Gilmore gives us a formidable duo at cornerback. The safety position is still a bit of a question mark, but there's confidence that Jaron Kearse and Malik Hooker can hold down the fort. All right, Cowboys fans, that's all the time we have for today. From potential trades for defensive studs like Haason Reddick and Dexter Lawrence to the possibility of Dalvin Cook joining our backfield, there's no shortage of excitement surrounding America's team. Remember, these are all rumors and speculations at this point. The NFL landscape can change in the blink of an eye, and what seems likely today might be off the table tomorrow. That's what makes being a fan so exciting. You never know what's going to happen next. As always, I want to thank you all for tuning in and for your continued support. Your passion for the Cowboys is what drives this channel, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep bringing you the latest Cowboys news and analysis.